Strategic answer writing, guys. You should write your answer point wise. Specifically in SST, you should do that, guys. Okay, your answer should be analytical answers. That means it should look like you thought about your answer, not just randomly rolled in. And you should highlight keywords always, right? And to score maximum points, you have to avoid weak things, specifically SST and English. Don't write weak things, write to the point answers. Okay? So these are some pro tips for ICSE exam preparation. Hello all the ICSE students. Now I know all of you ICSE students, you're all jealous of CBSE students because at least CBSE has assigned a particular book. CBSE students have their NCERT as their holy grail, right? But what about you guys? Like, the problem for you is that in different schools, different publications are being followed, and there are so many books out there in the market that you just don't know where to start. Right? And yes, having too many books, having too many resources is actually a headache. It's never helpful, guys. So, in today's session, I am going to tell you most important books for class 9th and 10th graders that are studying in ICSE board. Okay, so we will quickly start the session. First of all, let us discuss about the books for science and mathematics. Okay? Chalo. So first of all, before even discussing that, guys, I would tell you a simple funda. Okay, what is the funda? That your school would be following a publication, right? So you have to do that, bacha. You have to follow that because in your tests, right, in your school exams, you will get questions from there. Your syllabus would be defined from there. So you have to follow that. Okay? But what I suggest is that apart from that book that your school is following, have an additional reference book. Okay, so now with that, let's start. Let's suppose we have mathematics. Okay, for mathematics, a lot of schools follow Selena Concise Mathematics by R.P. Goel. Okay, so yes, we have that for 9th and for 10th grade as well. Now, apart from Selena, if you want an additional book, then you can go for ML Agarwal, guys. And in fact, in recent years, in your board exams of ICSE, you will find that a lot of questions were coming from this book here. So this is an important book and I would suggest you to buy it if you don't have it. Okay? Next for physics, guys. So again, Selena is good for physics, but if you want another reference book, which I suggest that you have, you can go for Lakhmeer Singh's Physics. Okay? Now, next for chemistry, again guys, Selena is a book that is followed widely, but not everywhere. So that you can take as primary textbook. And for reference book, you can have Dalal, by Dalal, Simplified ICSE Chemistry by Dalal. Okay, now for biology, guys, again Selena is great, it's good. And for additional or for reference book, you can have S. Chand's ICSE Biology. Okay, now guys, again I'll repeat one thing. You might think that these books contain different things, but they don't. Okay, because you know, your topics are same only. Okay, so if you study Selena or if you study ML Agarwal, it's not that you are going to study different concepts there. No, it's just that some questions might be different. Quality of questions would be up and down. Okay, but same concepts are there. Almost same types of problems are there. Okay, so don't feel left out. But yes, at least have 2 books. Okay, just in case. Now for English, guys, for English. Okay, so for English literature, some of the primary texts are Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, okay? And then you have Morning Star edition, okay, or beta publications. Now, for in Morning Star, you have Treasure Chest, ICSE poems and short stories. Okay, so these are the books, guys. These are your primary texts under English literature. Okay, now for English literature, what are some of the reference books that you can have? So the reference books are, Guide to Julius Caesar. Okay? It contains workbooks and annotations. Okay? Then you have Treasure Chest workbook. You have Treasure Chest workbook also. Got it? Understood? Okay. Now, for English language, primary textbooks, what are they? So, you have total English. What do you have? You have total English, okay? Class 9th and 10th editions, Morning Star. Now, for English language, reference books. So, you have Red and Martin High School English Grammar and Composition, guys. Okay? For grammar, there is no actual specific books. There are a lot of books, but you can go for one of it. Okay? So, that was about English. Okay, everyone. Now, let's move on to social studies. Okay. So, let's see. Let's start with history and civics. So, for history and civics, what are the primary textbooks that are used widely? Okay? So, you have total history and civics. What you have? You have total history and civics books. Okay? Now, for history and civics, one other reference books that you can have is detailed theory, and for detailed theory and revision, you can have Eschen's ICSE History and Civics. What you can have? Eschen's ICSE History and Civics. Okay? Now, for geography, for primary textbooks, you can have, total geography. What you can have? Total geography. Morning Star, by Morning Star. And for reference and map practice, what you can have? You can have practice manual in ICSE Geography by Goyal Brothers and map practice by Dolly Ellen Squaria. Okay, so these are certain books for social studies, guys. Cool, got it? Okay, now everyone, some pro tips that all the ICSE students actually need. So first of all, guys, past 10 years solved papers. You must solve it before your exams. For all the students that are going to 10th grade, guys, you need it. Okay? And there are a lot of books out there. Some of the books are what? You have Oswald, you have books by Gurukul, okay, you have basically other books also, but Oswald and Gurukul are good to go if you have that. Okay? Now you have to practice timed test. Okay, so whenever you're giving tests, you have to time it. You have to ensure that you're doing the entire sample paper or entire set of PYQs in a limited time. Okay, now next, all revision guide. This is also super important, specifically when the exam is almost around the corner, or when your exam is next day, right? So for that, what you can have? You can have quick revisions and summarized notes by Arihant. Okay, so this is ideal for last minute recap. Okay, next, you should verify book additions. This is super important, guys. Okay? You have to ensure that the books that you are actually buying, you're actually, using your money to buy stuff. So make sure that your books are recent. Their additions should be 2026, 2027. So that more questions could be added, previous year questions could be added and all that. Okay? Acha. Make sure that whatever books that you are taking have updated syllabus and competency questions. So board is bringing competency based questions more and more in your exams, right? So you need books that contain competency questions. Okay, now don't prep from outdated material. That's very obvious, guys, right? Next, strategic answer writing, guys. You should write your answer point wise. Specifically in SST, you should do that, guys. Okay, your answer should be analytical answers. That means it should look like you thought about your answer, not just randomly wrote it. And you should highlight keywords always, right? And to score maximum points, you have to avoid weak things, specifically SST and English mein. Don't write weak things, write to the point answers. Okay? So these are some pro tips for ICSE exam preparation. Now guys, finally, if you are looking for some guided way of preparing for your ICSE 9th and ICSE 10th, then guys, PW is here for you. So for all the 10th graders out there, we have for you Victory 2027. Okay, this is the batch name, and this batch here will be this is the batch name, guys, and you will be taught the entire course in the language English. So for all the 10th graders, guys, we have Victory 2027 in English. Okay, so yes, all your worries about books, where to study, what questions to practice, they will all be resolved if you come to our classes, guys, because we'll provide you notes. We'll provide you, in fact, two types of notes, not one type of notes. We'll provide you detailed tests and, analysis of where you went wrong. And in our classes, you will have a planned way of learning things. We'll make sure that you're learning things in planned way, and all the important stuff from all the different books are covered. So if you come and join our batches, you need not worry about content, guys. So this one's for 10th graders, and for 9th graders, we haven't forgotten you. This is the batch, Radiant 2027 in English, guys. Again, same things will be provided to you, guys. And this is all at a very minimal price of 4,500 rupees, guys. And again, the seats are limited, so make sure that you enroll, right? So that's it, guys. That's it. Make sure that you have your right books before you even start studying, right? So thank you very much. Hope this session was helpful for you.